Hello friends, my name is Jyoti and I am assistant professor in the Department of Management, School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Now in the series of video lecture of retail management, our next topic is coding system, retail logistic and information system. Now today's lecture is basically having a concept about different or three important aspect of the retail, that is coding system, retail logistic and information system. So, we will have a discussion about these three topics one by one. So, the first one is coding system, as what is the meaning of coding and why it is being done, because as coding is being done by the store with the purpose for the purpose of identification of the store, and each item of material is given a distinct name. So, that distinct name must refers or must represents a particular code, and that code must be developed in such a manner so that identification can be done by the store manager or the retailer in a very easy manner, and accordingly that he or she can easily locate the product where the product has been kept out, and accordingly the demand or the expectation of the customers can be fulfilled. So, next is what are the characteristics of code, means if the store is going to be involved in the work of code, what can be the characteristic and what should be the characteristics of the code. So, code must be simple, code must be unique, code should be compact, concise and consistent, code should be sufficiently flexible to meet future demands, like whatever the code that you are going to determine about the available merchandise or the product categories, that code must be simple. And why it is so simple, why the code should be simple, so that easily identification can be done by the retailer. So, you should not develop a code that involves so much of jargon and requires some technical skill in identifying. So, code should be simple, code should be unique, so that why it is unique, why it should be unique, so that every product category or each product category represents a particular code and no any duplicacy can be happen while identification or while locating the product category in the store. So, whatever the code that you are going to develop or you are going to give your product category, that should be unique, and each product category is given a particular code, a unique code. The next one is coding should be compact, concise and consistent. Compact, concise means it should not be so large or so complicated or so technical, it should be very crisp and concise and consistent with the particular product category that they are representing in the store. And code should be like that whenever some changes whenever the retailer or the store manager wants to change, accordingly that code can be changed out, and the identification can be done in a very easily manner. So, these characteristics should be available while taken care of while you are going to develop a code for your available product category. Basic requirement of a code means what are the purposes. For that a code is being developed, a code is developed by the store manager or by the retailer. The first one is identify commodity, name commodity, specify commodity, classify and indicate interrelationship between commodity, indicate the source of origin and refer to basically an unique commodity. These are basically the purposes for which a code is developed by the store manager or by the concerned person. The first one is obviously identify commodity, means if one particular code like A has been given to a particular product category and it has been recorded that A code represents a particular product category. So, those product categories or those assortment, those merchandise can be easily identified, means if they are seeing that A, they just refer which product category is this. The first purpose is for identifying commodity. The second one is name commodity, specify means which product category represents this particular code. Classify commodity means if the obviously we have studied the important function of the retailer is that retailer basically holds different types of assortment or different products of different companies in smaller quantities. So, it is very crucial for the retailer that those commodities, means one particular commodity offered by one particular company, that must be different from the commodity of the competitors or the other company. So, classification can also be done with the help of code. And interrelationship with the commodity, suppose vowel AEIO represents the personal care product. So, these type of interrelationship means if these codes are available, so accordingly a retailer can identify that the product category, the product available product are of personal use basically. The next one, indicate the source of origin of commodity, where the commodity has been originated and what purpose that particular commodity is being used by the customers. So, also indicate the source of origin, and obviously the code basic purpose of using a code is that to give a unique identification of a particular product category. For that particular purpose, code is being developed by the store manager or concerned person. The next one is objectives of codification. So, first objective of codification or coding system is that accurate and logical identification. Means if the store manager or the concerned person or the retailer is doing or is involving in the course of is in the activity of coding, that coding helps them out in knowing the accurate and logical identification of the assortment of the availability of the product category that they are holding in the particular store in the store. Availability information about the availability of the merchandise, means which type of information like the size, quality, usability and the characteristics of that particular product category can also be easily identified with the help of codification. Next is prevention of duplication. Obviously, as I told earlier that every product category is represented by a particular code. So, duplication cannot be happen, and by doing codification or by adopting a particular coding system, a retail manager or a store manager somehow trying to prevent duplication in the store or with the available product category. Next is standardization and reduction of variety. For codification, grouping of identical item is done and it enables the store to examine the entire range of items. It facilitates the elimination of those varieties in place of which other varieties of some quality can be used. This reduces the number of varieties to a minimum. If the proper standardization is achieved and the number of items is kept at the minimum, it will considerably reduce investment in various items as well as the cost of inventory carrying. Means one particular type of product category can be kept under one particular code. So, accordingly the retailer or the store manager can somehow reduce their cost aspect, and they are very much expert or efficient enough. They are basically able to somehow help in reducing the cost aspect and in maintaining a proper level of inventory in the particular store. Next is efficient purchasing. Because codification system gives specific information about the availability of the product category, about the size, about the quality, about the characteristic of the product. So, accordingly the purchase department can take decision regarding the purchase requisition and the order size that they are going to give to the concerned supplier or to the concerned party. So, somehow coding with the help of coding system or codification, a retailer basically is able to know this particular aspect, means they are just do efficient purchasing from the outsider party or from the suppliers. Next is efficient recording and accounting codes leads to effective stock control. Efficient recording, and it results in obviously it results in some record of accounting, and chances of mistakes are minimized because a proper code represents a proper information and appropriate information or related information about the available product category. So, chances of mistakes are minimized, and pricing and evaluation also becomes very accurate and reliable. Easy locating, as I told earlier that identification becomes easier for the retailer, means by giving a proper code, a retailer can easily find the or easily locate the product, means where the product or where a particular merchandise or assortment is being kept by in the store. Easy computerization, the computer work better with the codes than with long description of material, means if the store is maintaining information about the available product category in the register, so somehow they get difficulty in identification in taking decisions about the purchasing and selling of or issuing of material of the product in the store, but somehow code system suits computerization, and with the help of computers retail manager or the store manager can take decision regarding the movement of the inventory and and knowing the description of the material and availability of the merchandise in a very easy manner. Next is types of coding system. These are the types of coding system that are being followed by and that must be followed by the store manager or the retail manager for giving a unique identification and with the purpose to easily identify the product category that they are holding in the store. That the first one is numerical coding system, means a particular coding system that requires some numbers. In this particular coding system, numbers are being used with the purpose of coding. The second one is alphabetical coding system. As name itself refers that this particular coding system needs some types of uses some type of alphabets, means overall alphabets help the retailers in determining or developing a code of a particular merchandise or the assortment, means in this particular coding system alphabets are being used by the retailer or the concerned person for codification. Next is alphanumeric, means alphabets plus numeric, means in this coding system certain alphabets and numbers are being used by the retailer or the store manager with the purpose to code the product categories or the assortment. Next is decimal coding system, a coding system which is used in decimal numbers, means some decimal numbers are being used for identification of the product, and if as retailer if you are going to use this particular system can be used in certain decimals. So, these are the types of different coding system. You as retailer are free to opt any one of the coding system in your particular store, and you can introduce any one of the coding system for giving a code to the available merchandise, and accordingly you can take decision in a very easy manner, in a very smooth manner, and decisions can be taken by you in a very effective manner, so that any loopholes or any gap cannot be found in your store, and your store can smooth in a very your store can run in a very smooth manner. Application of coding system, inventory of merchandise sold at retail, and automatic update of stock level, automatic reordering stock level, better marketing information, give a unique identification to every product and every price. So, obviously, these are the applications why coding system, what are the application, means where coding system can be applied by the store manager. The first one is the information knowing about the sold merchandise at the store, means how many merchandise have been sold by the store, and having information about the update stock of merchandise in the store, and automatic reordering means if the store founds or the store manager founds that there is a scarcity of that particular store stock, so automatically reorder can be done of a new stock. Better marketing information by with the help of coding system, and whatever the information that particular coding system is giving to the retail manager or the store manager, they just take decision because they are giving accurate information about the merchandise, about the store, and so accordingly a proper decision can be taken by you for the smooth functioning of your store. And obviously, the coding system helps retailers in giving a unique identification, means knowing a unique identification of a particular product category of every price, means either low price or high price. Obviously, the store must be dealing in the product category ranging from low to high. So, this particular coding system, the coding system basically gives information to the concerned retailer or the store manager to every product and every price. Advantages, obviously, if the store is using a particular system that is coding, so there must be certain advantages, and these are basically the advantages of coding system. The first one is quick and easy identification of material, help in ensuring proper material control. Accuracy of material means by knowing, by seeing a particular code like A, if you are not the concerned person of that information, so you cannot know, you are not able to know that which type of product categories this particular code is having. So, the concerned person who have determined, who is involved in the work of coding, they basically know which type of material is represented by this particular code. So, this particular advantage of coding system, that is accuracy of material, the information regarding the material is being kept safe by the coding system. Saving of time in material handling, you do not, as a retailer, you do not require in investing your time in efforts in handling different materials. By giving a proper code, the whole product category are basically represented by that particular code. So, somehow it will give you, help you out in saving your time and efforts and eliminate the chances of wrong issues. Means obviously a proper coding system gives accurate or exact information about the availability of the product. So, somehow this lower or eliminates the chances of wrong issue. Then in this series or in this topic, one topic, important topic has been also included in that, that is the retail logistic. So, in the coming slide, this particular topic is being covered, like what do you mean by retail logistic? So, retail logistics is the organized process of managing the flow of merchandise from the source of supply to the customers. Obviously, retailer is a basically intermediary which somehow help the companies in making available the product from the source of origin to the source of use. Means source of origin, obviously the source of origin may be a company or the manufacturer that they have manufactured or that they are offering to the product with a motive to earn money, and they just make available the product to different retailers with a purpose to earn money, with a purpose to sell that product and to earn money or to earn profit. So, obviously retail logistics is basically the process which somehow helps the retailers in managing the flow of merchandise from the source of supply, means source of origination like supply manufacturers or the concerned company to the end users, source of use like the customers like us. Large retailers basically deal in variety of or wider assortment of product. So, this has created a need for systematic planning of movement of numerous products until they are delivered to the customers. Obviously, because if you are dealing in one particular assortment or one particular product category, that does not require so much of efforts and time in handling that product category, because you are dealing in one. But if we talk about today's scenarios, means like organized retailers, they are involved in a big operation, big activities or large activities, and they are having a wider range of products. So, somehow they are unable to keep a view or keep a watch or keep an eye on the movement of the stock. Means how many, how much stocks are available, how much assortment are available in the store, their reorder level, their sale order, means various aspect related to the sale of the available assortment that should be required, that should be known by the retailers, and with the help of logistics they just they are able to know this particular, they are able to handle this particular aspect. And retail logistics ensures that everything is in place to offer better delivery and service at lower prices by the way of efficient logistics and added value. Means somehow retail logistics, by working on the logistic aspect, the store manager or the concerned retailer is somehow able to add more and more value to the customers. And how it is possible? By fulfilling by making available the product to the customers as and when the need is required in a very effective manner, with a very smooth manner, and by making available the product on time, the retail logistics basically add and gives more and more value to the concerned customer. So, nowadays basically every company wants to satisfy the customer. Why? Because customers are called the kings, the trendsetters, the market movers, and if the retail outlet and the retailer has is able to win the trust of or win trust factor of the customers, and they are able to make customers satisfied. So, somehow it will give some results in give results like profit maximization and more revenues by adding or by attracting more and more customers. And how it is possible? Because if a customer is satisfied, they are help you out in adding more and more customers. They are just helping you out in spreading positive word of mouth or positive information about your retail operation, about your retail store. So, somehow they will help you out in fulfilling your objectives. So, you just the retail logistic aspect or retail logistic helps the retail manager or the retailers in fulfilling this particular aspect or this particular course of action. The next one is functions of retail logistics system. The increased product variety in the store has forced the retailer to follow an effective logistics system. It takes care of flow of merchandise from producer or intermediaries or to the warehouse, and arrangement of, and accordingly the transport facility or the arrangement of the transport to different retail units till the merchandise is sold and delivered to the customers. The system satisfies the customer by taking the right product to the right customer at the right place at the right time. This requires a planned approach right from the starting point till the point of delivery. Means by involving in the system of logistics, a retail manager or the store manager is can forecast the future demand of the product, and accordingly that future demand can be fulfilled with the ability of the product on time. So, it is very required that they should develop they should involved in a proper logistic system, so that they are able to fulfill this particular aspect too. The next one is profitability of the present and future can maximize by the logistic system with the mean of fulfillment of orders in a cost effective way. Means with the help of the elements of logistics like transportation and warehousing, you are able to make available the demanded product in your store. So, somehow you are able to fulfill the present and future requirement of the customer, those who are coming to your store. It ensures the availability of infrastructure such as warehousing, transport, inventory and administration. Retail logistics system strives to add value for the customers. For this purpose, the cost elements in the supply chain are brought under the direct control of the retailer. Depending on the sales volume, the retailer can create the different distribution centers. So, accordingly availability of the product or availability of the assortment can be done to different places in order to fulfill the requirement of the customers. The next important aspect, that is retail information system. So, retail stores have a tremendous amount of information and physical inventory to manage, keep accurate record. Obviously, as large retailers are dealing in different product categories, that requires or that incurs basically lots of efforts and lots of things are happening in managing the overall in managing the large category or the large variety of the products. So, there must be one information system that that will be introduced by different retailers or the store manager to have a keep accurate record about those transactions or those happenings which are of this particular store. So, therefore, retail RMIS, retail management information system, just understands the information needs of the retail managers, collects information, organizes those information into certain relevant data, so that accordingly whenever the information is required by the concerned manager, that can be presented in a very easy manner. So, there must be one information system, and if we talk about retailing, retail management information system should be there in order to smooth the information requirement of the concerned people in the store. Next is application of information system is in retailing. Obviously, the first one is automatic process. The process must be whatever the process that is happening in the store, that is that requires a automatic thing. And why it should be required? Because everything should be gone in a very smooth manner or proper manner. So, this the particular information system helps the retailers in fulfilling this particular aspect too. Collecting data about customers means by keeping a record of the customers, you are able to know the detailed information or the demographic of the customers that they are coming to your stores, and information system helps in recording this particular information about the customers. Feedback on marketing decisions, like electronic point of sales data to study effects of promotions, price, new product and packing changes. Electronic point of sales means how much sales the store is incurring or able to fetch by solding out the available merchandise or the product categories. They just have that particular information. Means if the store has introduces a particular promotional scheme in the stores, how much sales means if the sales has been increased or not, and if it has been increased, then how much quantity or how much sales has been incurred in the particular store by introducing that particular promotional aspect. So, quick feedback can be generated with the help of information system, and it is very easy to communicate with your stakeholders like your suppliers, customers and internal employees too. And accordingly, you can, with the help of this particular information system, you can easily forecast and accordingly take decision regarding the budget aspect, and planning can be done, future planning can be done in a very smooth or in a very efficient manner. And with the help of information technology, e-retailing means internet retailing or electronic retailing is basically demanded or is has been accepted widely nowadays, because it makes available the product as and when required. Means 24/7 you can get the product as you are having a requirement. It becomes basically e-retailing becomes helps the customers in ordering the product and using the purchasing and using the product very smooth. So, it has been spread out in a very tremendous way, and these are the benefits of IT in retailing. Cost and productivity aspect means it has incurred cost, but that information system is also gives some productivity aspects of fruitful results. Efficiency of time, speed increases. Queuing times means information systems basically reduces your time. So, somehow customer is not required to wait for a longer time. Operating cost reductions, increase accuracy of all aspect of sales transactions. Inventory management will be improved, and reduction in stock out and stock holdings means by working on information system, by developing an information system in your store, a retailer is somehow able to know the movement of the stock in terms of in and out. So, accordingly they can take decision regarding the ordering and selling of and making available the product in the particular store. These are basically the information system that are used by the retailers, like transaction processing system, like facilitate customer transactions and daily routine work. Management information system used by the middle managers in order to control, in order to monitor the activities conducting in the particular store. And decision support system, it is designed basically to assist manager, that is apart from the non-routine task. Means in order to fulfill one immediate action, this particular system helps manager in taking decision accordingly. So, I hope I am able to make you people understand about the different aspect of retailing, like information system, logistics and coding system. And you as student, if you are going to do a work or job in retail organization, these things should be known by you, and these are the references, you just go through it, and thank you.